Hey everyone, it's Kara here from Boho, and I am back with day 18 of 1 month in my bullet journal. So as always, I want to come in and mark off my tasks and appointments from yesterday, Saturday. I again did not make it to the 6 a.m. ride. I did, however, ride later in the day, and Mark and I did not end up going to dinner in Philly last night, which really bummed me out, but I was still in a little bit of pain from my IUD removal on Thursday. Luckily today, feeling much, much better. And I was feeling better yesterday morning, but I think after riding, I may have irritated myself somehow. So anyway, we did not end up going to dinner. Mark cooked me dinner instead, which was lovely and fabulous. Laundry, yes, and meal plan, yes. All right, since today's Sunday, I also am not adding any work tasks, so I'm actually not going to add anything to Sunday besides the weather, which is going to be a high of 45, a low of 28, and sunny. There we go. All right, and let's see, I want to do my little bit of journaling for yesterday. All right, tiny bit of journaling is done for today. I'm going to blot that so I can turn the page right away. All right. I do want to mention an update that I made to my fertility tracker. So someone in the comments mentioned that what happens if I have different types of pain all in one day? And I was like, that's a valid point. So I decided to actually make pain all one color, the darker blue, which was 452. And in order to indicate what type of pain it was, I decided to put little dots in the box. So I decided to just go with a dot in each of the four corners since there's 4 types of pain. So for cramps, it's top left, headache, bottom left, ovulation pain, top right, and breast tenderness, bottom right. So now on a day where I have multiple types of pain, for example, the 16th, the day after I got my IUD taken out, I had cramps and a headache. So I was able to indicate both of those in that little square. So that was my update on that. Another comment I got was on the intimacy part where they said that maybe I should just color in the whole box for sex so that I can also indicate a high drive or a low drive on that day. I don't know that I'm going to do that. I might be able to just put the heart and an arrow on top of the heart since the heart is a color. I think it'll work out fine. So I'm not going to mess around with that one. But otherwise, everything's staying the same. You can see I've started filling some things out. And yeah, that is that. I do want to say I was working all morning. I had lots of comments asking if I would turn this into a printable in my shop, and I definitely want to do that. I spent about an hour and a half this morning. That's why this video is so late, creating the printable. And just as I was finishing, silly me did not save. My computer crashed and I lost it. Normally when my computer crashes and comes back up, I get like a recovery file or something. I got nothing. I lost the entire thing. So I was super bummed. I wanted to show you the printable and how to use it during this video, which is why I was waiting, and it just didn't work out. So I'm gonna finish that later today, maybe tomorrow, and I'll share that with y'all really, really soon. Okay, so we're going to turn the page and go back to our monthly spreads and get those done. All right, for yesterday, I did not wake by 6. Miracle Morning, yes. Peloton, yes. Strength training, no. Eat clean, yes. No alcohol, no. Had a couple drinks last night, and then bed by 11, yes. Up next is Inco Rimo, which I did not write any yesterday. I know I'm falling so behind on writing letters, but today is my me day, so I'm hoping I'm going to have plenty of time to be up here in my office and write some fun letters today. All right, and then Mood Mandala for yesterday, I think I'm going to be grateful. Super grateful, mostly for all of your comments. Y'all have been so sweet in the comments, and you've been dropping a lot of knowledge there. For example, that book, someone recommended Taking Charge of Your Fertility. I'll try to post a screenshot of it up here for you. But I got it on Amazon Kindle, and I read almost the whole thing last night, and I'm so fascinated by what she teaches in this book because it's things that I never learned. And not to get into too much detail in case there's anyone out there that doesn't really care about this kind of stuff, which I'm sure there are plenty. It basically teaches a new method of like natural either birth control or conception, like tracking your fertility. And it teaches you so much more about your body than you ever learned in school. And makes some really good points about some different things to track, like your daily body temperature, the position of your cervix, and your cervical fluid. So I have been fascinated by this book. I've been doing a lot of research on how she teaches you to chart your fertility. So I may be either making some tweaks to my fertility tracker or creating a separate chart to track those three things. So stay tuned. And I will definitely put a link to the book in the description box below too, if anyone is curious about that as well. All right, gratitude for yesterday. I am going to put my husband again because I felt so bad when he was like, okay, you ready to get ready to, are you ready to get ready? Are you? Anyway, he asked me if I was ready to go to dinner. And I was like, I just can't. I was sitting there with a heating pad and he was like, no worries. Like instantly, like didn't give me a hard time at all. He was like, okay, what are we cooking for dinner? And he made me like some delicious tacos, which is my favorite food. Anyway, Mark is going on here again. And I already have him up top, but I think I'm going to put hubby down here. All right, so he's in there again. And ooh, I want to put my bookmarks back so I don't lose my places. All right, so we are going to set up a brand new week. And this week, I want to kind of change things up a little bit. I've been doing this weekly, daily hybrid spread for a couple of months now, and I really want to change things up a little bit. I want to go back to, if I can find one, I think this is right around where I started. Here we go. I want to go back to kind of this weekly layout. You can see this week I didn't do a whole lot. Let's see. Here we go. Here's one where I did a little bit more. But I want to try out this layout again with some modifications. So on this layout, I was using this as my weekly spread, and then I was doing my dailies separate. After using this weekly daily hybrid for quite some time, I realized that my gripe with this spread was always that I had so much extra space. And I realized, hey, I can use the weekly daily method with this spread and see how I like it. So that is my plan. I'm going to show you in my practice journal something I practice. This is my old weekly spread. This is my current weekly spread, and this is the one I'm going to do today. So what I like about this is that I can go back to using my time bar, which I've kind of been missing since I stopped doing full page dailies. And I can add in more stuff. So I can still track my weather. I can maybe track the moon phases in here as well. And then I can still do it just like I do on my weekly spread now, where I do some journaling at the bottom to kind of fill in the space. So that is my plan. I'm going to get started drawing, put on some music for you, and I'll catch you back here on the other side. right, so I have my general layout all done. I really like the way it works. I did not practice my quote ahead of time, so it is way off center, but I'm okay with that. I do need to highlight my week. It's the 19th through 25th. Highlight that right there. And yeah, this is my setup for the week. I haven't decided yet. I'll decide tomorrow when I come to do my daily planning if I'm going to do the weather on the top, or I might do it on the bottom corner like this. I'm just not 100% sure on that yet, but I do want to come in and put in my big rocks like I do every week to plan for the week ahead. So on Monday, it is President's Day. All right, and then also on Monday at 6 a.m. is the last Olympics ride, which I'm hoping to get on. 6 a.m. You know what else I love about this weekly spread is I have so much more room to write horizontally, whereas with my other hybrid that I've been doing, these columns are obviously much more narrow, so I really have to watch how I word things or else I take up 2 lines. With this, I don't have to worry about it, which is kind of nice. All right. Anyway, Tuesday is my sister's birthday. I don't have any appointments that day or on Wednesday. And then Thursday at 2:30, I have my weekly call with Cratejoy. On Friday, I'm participating in a race on the Peloton bike, the bike that goes nowhere, that is sitting in my living room. A bunch of us are getting together for a specific ride that morning, and we're going to race and try to beat our personal records. So that's going to be fun. Also on Friday, we need to take Micah back to the vet to get her stitches removed at 10:30. And then on Saturday, I have my 12:45 live ride that I do every weekend. All right, so those are my main events and appointments. I also want to add in, like I always do, my kind of medium rocks. And then, of course, tomorrow I want to finally forward my fountain pen video from Friday. Since I'm not taking the holiday tomorrow, I'll be filming that. And I'm really excited about it because I think it's finally going to get done. I'm feeling great. Husband's going to be home, not at work, so he can watch the dogs. I can have complete peace and quiet up here while I'm getting it done. I'm stoked. It's going to happen. All right, so that is my weekly setup for this upcoming week. I'm really excited to try this out and see how I like this different format. I may go back to the other one. I may keep this. The main thing I'm excited about is being able to use my time bar again, which is something I've been really missing. So let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think it's going to work? Do you think it's not going to work? Also, of course, let me know if you have any questions or comments. I'll be happy to join in the conversation down there. I hope you enjoyed this weekly setup, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.